The news day continues here on One News Now Business. I'm Diego Castro. Here are the biggest stories on the economic and corporate fronts. Net inflows of foreign direct investments slumped to the lowest level in over 3 years. Data from the Bangko Sentral shows that FDI net inflows stood at $422 million in September. The latest figure is lower than both the September 2022 and August inflows, which were at $731 million and $790 million respectively. September also marks the lowest monthly FDI net inflows recorded since the $314 million in April 2020. The BSP attributes a slump to persistent global economic uncertainties, which continue to dampen investor sentiment. The Philippine government managed to raise 802 billion pesos from the fuel marking program. The latest data show that the Bureau of Customs and the Bureau of Internal Revenue have so far marked a combined 70.5 billion liters of petroleum products, equivalent to about 802 billion pesos. Nearly 772 billion pesos was collected by the BOC, while the remaining 29.8 billion pesos was generated by the BIR. The fuel marking program involves injecting chemical identifiers into tax-paid oil products. This is being carried out under the Tax Reform for Acceleration and Inclusion Law to curb smuggling of petroleum products. Still on fuel, oil firms have announced a big-time price rollback effective today, December 12. Diesel are cheaper by 1 peso and 85 centavos and gasoline by 1 peso and 60 centavos. Kerosene prices are meanwhile slashed by 1 peso and 40 centavos. Industry insiders expect fuel price cuts to continue until the first quarter of 2024. President Marcos is expected to sign the 2024 national budget before he leaves for Japan to attend the 50th anniversary of the ASEAN-Japan Friendship and Cooperation Commemorative Summit from December 16 to 18. The proposed 5.7 trillion peso national budget for 2024 only needs Marcos' signature to officially become a law. That's after the Bicameral Conference Committee ratified the final version of the bill. Lawmakers agreed not to allocate non-security agencies with confidential and intelligence fund. This includes the Office of the Vice President and the Education Department, both headed by Sara Duterte. A special provision banning the use of contingent funds to augment the CIFs of other agencies was also adopted.
Natutuwa kami sa buong Senado at nag-agree po sila at pinatunayan nila na walang mangyayari katulad ng haka-haka na may mangyayari sa BICAM na maibabalik ang confidential fund, especially sa education. Di ito na ibalik and na-sustain ho natin yung kagustuhan din ng ating mga kababayan na iwasan na po itong confidential controversial fund.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. The Senate will likely ratify the country's free trade agreement with South Korea when Congress resumes session in January. Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri shared this with Businessworld in a Viber message. The Philippines and South Korea signed a free trade deal last September as both countries seek to strengthen economic ties. Under the agreement, South Korea will remove tariffs on almost 95% of Philippine products, while the Philippines will remove tariffs on over 96% of South Korean goods. Congress is scheduled to adjourn session on December 16, and session will resume on January 22 next year. Under the Constitution, international agreements and treaties require a concurrence of 2/3 of the Senate's members for ratification. For their part, South Korea's ambassador to the Philippines said he expects their nation's parliament to ratify the agreement soon. Meralco has announced a reduction in power rates in December, following 3 consecutive months of upward adjustments. Meralco announced a decrease of about 80 centavos per kilowatt hour in this month's electricity rate. For residential customers consuming 200 kilowatts per hour, the adjustment is equivalent to a decrease of around 159 pesos in total electricity bill. The cut is said to be due to lower electricity prices in the spot market, which in turn is caused by fewer outages in power plants. Additionally, the cooler weather contributed to lower consumption. Let's now take a quick look at some corporate headlines we're watching. Experts say the partnership of Okada Manila's operator with listed gaming and tourism firm PH Resorts Group could become Okada's opening for a backdoor listing in the local market. Okada Manila operator Tiger Resort Leisure and Entertainment Incorporated announced a tentative deal with Lapu-Lapu Leisure and Lapu-Lapu Land, both subsidiaries of a unit of Dennis Uй's PH Resorts. The SEC has approved a direct public offering of Pampanga-based electricity provider Angeles Electric Corporation, totaling 708 million pesos to finance its projects. Angeles Electric plans to offer 207 million common shares at 3 pesos and 42 centavos per share. The planned offering is expected to run from December 18 to 22. And MPT Mobility Corporation, the innovations arm of Metro Pacific Tollways, secures original proponent status from the Baguio LGU to provide mobility solutions to ease traffic in the summer capital. MPT Mobility says their proposal will deploy integrated and tailor-fit systems for Baguio, including traffic management solutions, area-based monitoring, smart command centers, parking systems, and transportation fleet management support. And those are the top business stories of the hour. I'm Diego Castro. Join us again at 2 p.m. We are One News. All sides, all the time.